So, okay, class, okay, yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, good afternoon, what a great weather. Today, when I just finished my lunch, I just saw some of our students were doing really rude to our foreign teacher. Yes, can you guess what did they say? What did they say? Yeah, they said, where are you from? Yeah, it doesn't sound to you, it doesn't sound rude to you quite. So, this is what we are going to talk about. So, before we start our class, let's watch a nice video clip here. A nice video clip about Americans and Koreans. Yes. So, are you guys ready? If you're ready, I'll press the play button. Okay, class. So, can you guess what the video clip was about? Yongjun. That's right. The video clips was about the miscommunication. Yes, they were having miscommunication because the Korean said no thanks, but Americans listen to the no thanks. He think that it is very rude. So why this happens? Why this happens? That's right, Jisun, because they have culture, different culture. So today we'll talk about the cultural difference between Koreans and the Americans. That's right, Koreans and Americans. Great. So let's open your book to page 40. Yes, 40. Yeah, can you see the story? Yeah, there's a nice piece of story that's about some cultural matters. Yes, but class, before we read the text or story, what should we do? That's right, Yusong. We have to look at some important words that will help you read better. Alright, so we'll talk about some important words. So what is the first word? What is the first word? The first word is, that's right, embarrassing. I mean embarrass. Embarrass. And second word is, that's right, customs. The second word is customs. And the third word is, that's right, the third word is personal. Personal. Good job. What a great pronunciation. So, how can we guess the meaning of these words? It's really difficult words. So, to help you, I just prepared three nice sentences where these words are used. Yes. So let's guess the meaning with these sentences, shall we? Okay. Let's look at the first sentence. Let's read it together. One, two, three. Jiho put my pants off. Yes, put his pants off. So it was really embarrassing for me. Yes. How do you feel when someone put your pants off? So can you guess the meaning of embarrass? Embarrass? Okay, Yongjun. That's right. That means make someone shy. Make someone shy. Which means it means make someone uncomfortable. Yes, any uncomfortable feeling like surprise or shy, that's great. That means make someone uncomfortable. Great job, Yongjun. And let's look at the second sentence. Okay, let's read it together. One, two, three. Customs differ from nation to nation, as Korean loves to eat songpyeon and American loves to eat turkey. Okay, so can you guess the meaning of customs? Customs? Yes, Jisun. Yes, that's some cultural actions. Well done, Jisun. Yeah, customs means some cultural action, things or actions that that some culture, specific culture, do from the past. Okay, that's the custom. In Korean, 관습. Okay, well done. And let's look at the third sentence. The third sentence. One, two, three. That's my personal information. ID number. Yes, ID number, which means 주민등록번호. So that's my personal information. So what can you guess? What can you guess from this sentence? Yongjun? That's right. Personal means individual. Individual. It's not related to others but oneself. Good job, Yongjun. So I guess you can read the text more easily because you know the meaning of these words. What a fast learners you are. So now actually look at the text. Yes, the text about culture. So before we read it carefully, I think it's better to find the main idea of this story. Yes. So class, what you have to do when you're finding the main idea? Yes, only the main idea. That's great. That's great. Woo-sung. Yes, you have to read it very fast. Read it very fast. And then, Yongjun. That's right. Find some keywords. And if you connect those keywords, it will lead you to the main idea. Great. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Yes, very fast. 2 minutes. Now 2 minutes. During that 2 minutes, let's just look through this text and let's find the main idea. Are you guys ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Wait, help here? Okay, help here. Alright. So, is there anyone who wants to share the main idea you find in this text? Okay, Sujong. What do you think the main idea of this text? That's right. To Americans, some actions of Koreans can be really rude. Yes, as I said at the beginning of the class. Yes, that's good, Sujong. You found out the main idea correctly. Good job. So, this text is about the cultural difference of Koreans and Americans, and Koreans' action can be quite rude. Yes. So, I will give you 5 more minutes. I will give you 5 more minutes. So, while you're reading this time, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what is polite. I mean, what is impolite question for the Americans? Yes. So some actions of Korean can be quite rude or impolite. We'll find some characteristics of impolite questions or statements of Koreans. Okay? So are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's start. Alright, class. Time's up. Time's up. Yeah, I can see you guys were really trying hard to find the characteristics of impolite questions or actions. So, is there anyone who wants to talk about the impolite actions? Yes, Yongjun. That's right. They were talking about questions, Korean questions. So, what is the characteristic of impolite questions of Koreans to Americans? Jisun. That's right. That's personal. If you ask some personal thing to the American, it can be impolite because we do not care, but they care. Yes. And any other characteristic? Jiung. That's right. They are so direct. Direct. They do not they do not use indirect way. Koreans do not use indirect way to ask question. We just ask it in a straight way. So, like this, some questions we ask to Americans can be quite rude in their culture. So, as the international citizen, we have to think about what questions are good or bad for Americans. Alright, so Yeah, yes, there are some space under the text. Yes, you can see some space under the material 1. I mean the page 40. So in the space, let's think about what kind of question you ask. What kind of questions you ask to Americans. Yes. Let's imagine there's a American American person here. Yes, a big face. American person is here. So let's think about what you usually ask to Americans and let's write it down at the material 1. Yeah, under the material 1. Okay? So, Jisun, what you have to do? Yes, we have to think about some questions we ask to Americans and write them down under the text. Great explanation. Okay. So, are you guys ready? I'll give you 3 minutes. So let's think about some questions you ask. Okay. Okay, okay. So, is everybody, I think everyone has finished writing about questions you ask to Americans. So it's time to think about. It's time to think about whether those questions are polite or impolite for Americans. So for me, I usually ask, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" So do you think this is polite or impolite for Americans? That's right, Cheaton. It's quite impolite, because it is personal. It's personal information. Or it's direct. Yes, I'm just asking, where are you from? Where are you from? So, to make this question into polite version, we have to make it indirect and less personal. Yes. So, first, I will give you 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes is enough because you're smart. So during that 3 minutes, let's think about your questions. Your 3 or 4 questions are polite or impolite. Yes. And think about the reasons. Yeah. So if you think your question is polite, what can you write at the left side of the question? Yeah, you can write P. P. And if you think your question is impolite, what you can write? Yes, you can write I at the left side of the sentence. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. So let's think about your own questions. Okay, okay. So, I think I see you are doing really great job. Yes, you know what are the polite questions and impolite questions. Great. So this was my impolite version. So if you think this is impolite, I think you have to change it into polite version. Mhm. So I want to show you how to change this into impolite version, which means less personal and less direct version. So where are you from is really impolite. So how can I change this? I want to use may. Yes, this is a really polite expression. So I want to say, may I ask your nationality? Nationality? If you don't mind. Yes. If you don't mind. Yeah, this is the. At first, it's less direct, because I used may I ask and if you don't mind. I mean, I used may I ask. And it's quite less personal because I allowed him to not answer in cases he or she minds. Okay. So like this, let's change your sentence, some impolite sentences into more polite version. But, oh teacher, I don't have any impolite version. I'm so polite to Americans. In that case, let's help your partners. Let's help your partners version. Okay. So, with your partner, oh, let's think about how you can change the impolite questions that will be quite polite to Americans. I will give you 7 minutes, okay? 7 minutes. If you're ready, you can start. Great. You're doing great. Okay, guys. Okay, class. So I saw you were really trying hard because it's quite difficult, yes, because we have different culture. Though I want to hear one or two of your change, one or two of your change into a polite version. So, who want to share? Who want to share your change, your polite to show your politeness? Yongjun. Okay. So first, let's talk about your impolite version. So what you ask? Yes, what's your father's job? Yeah, that's quite impolite. So how did you change it? Yeah, may I ask what your parents do for their living? Great. Do for living. That's a great indirect version of job. Well done, Yongjun. So like this, there are many kinds of cultural differences between Americans and Koreans. So today we are going to write an introduction, the introduction of the differences we have from Americans with Americans and Koreans. Okay, so so we have a lot of things to do to write the introduction. So let's make a group. Let's make a group. Okay, let's see. Woo-sung and three people around Woo-sung will be one group. Okay. So these four, these four, these four, and these four will be one group. Great. So say hello to your group members. All right. And then we need a group role. Yes, because we have a lot of things to do. So we need leader, writer, presenter, and timekeeper. So Chun, what can you choose? What roles can you choose in your group? That's right, leader, writer, presenter, and timekeeper. Well done. So I'll give you 30 seconds. So let's choose your role in your group. Okay. All right, class. Yeah, so I think you can see a new worksheet I put on your desk, yes, while you're choosing your group role. Yes, there are some table. You can see a table here.